In the world of football, two leagues stand head and shoulders above the rest: the Premier League and the Champions League. The Premier League, originated in England, is known for its relentless pace, rigorous schedule, and physical battles. It's a marathon, demanding resilience and consistency from those who dare to conquer it. On the other hand, we have the Champions League, a glittering spectacle that brings together the best of the best from across Europe. To even qualify, teams must finish in the top four of their respective national leagues. This prestigious competition is a testament to skill, strategy, and the sheer will to win. As we embark on this journey to compare these two titans, we'll consider the quality of teams, the number of games, and the physicality involved. It's a matchup of endurance versus excellence, grit versus glamour. Now let's dive into the action and see how these two titans stack up. Football is all about the teams. In comparing the Premier League and the Champions League, one must consider the quality of teams involved. The Premier League, England's top-tier football league, is home to 20 clubs, each with a rich history and a unique style of play. These teams compete in a grueling 38-match season, battling it out for the coveted title. The Premier League is renowned for its competitive nature. Any team can triumph on any given day, a testament to the strength and depth of the league. From the attacking finesse of Manchester City to the defensive fortitude of Chelsea, the Premier League is a melting pot of footballing styles, each team bringing something unique to the table. Now let's turn our attention to the Champions League. This prestigious tournament brings together the best teams from across Europe, making it a true test of skill and endurance. Only the top four teams from the biggest football leagues, including the Premier League, secure a spot in this illustrious competition. The Champions League is a showcase of the crème de la crème of European football. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Juventus are just a few of the titans that grace this competition. These teams have not only dominated their domestic leagues, but have also left indelible marks on the European stage. Comparing the teams in both leagues, it's clear that each league brings a different level of competition. The Premier League offers more games and a relentless schedule that tests a team's depth and resilience. Meanwhile, the Champions League, with its fewer but high-stakes matches, brings together the finest teams in Europe, challenging them to prove their mettle against the best of the best. In conclusion, while both leagues boast top-tier teams, the Champions League gathers the best from all over Europe, a factor that cannot be ignored. The Champions League, with its elite lineup, truly represents the pinnacle of club football. Football is not just about the quality of teams, but also the number of games. Let's see how the Premier League and the Champions League compare. When it comes to the number of games, the Premier League and the Champions League are worlds apart. In the Premier League, each team plays an exhausting 38 games in a season. That's right, 38. And that's just the league games. Include in that the domestic cup competitions, the FA Cup and the League Cup. And the number of games can easily rise above 40. For those teams that are also competing in Europe, the number of games can even surpass 60 in a season. The Champions League, on the other hand, is a more exclusive club. Teams have to finish in the top four of their domestic leagues to even qualify. The competition itself consists of a group stage followed by knockout rounds. If a team makes it all the way to the final, that's a total of 13 games, a far cry from the Premier League's grueling schedule. But let's not forget, the Champions League pits the best against the best. It's not about quantity, but quality. Each game is like a mini-cup final, with teams from different leagues bringing their unique styles and tactics. The toll these games take on the players shouldn't be underestimated. The physical and mental demands of a Premier League season are immense. The relentless schedule leaves little time for rest and recuperation, making injuries a common occurrence. In contrast, the Champions League offers a different kind of challenge. The fewer games mean more rest between matches, but the higher level of competition can be just as draining. So in the grand scheme of things, it's about finding the right balance between the Premier League's marathon and the Champions League's sprint. Both competitions offer unique tests of a football team's mettle. With a significantly higher number of games, the Premier League presents a more grueling schedule for the teams. Lastly, we consider the physicality of the leagues. Football is a physical game, and the level of physicality can significantly influence the difficulty of a league. In the heart of this sport, physicality plays a pivotal role, and it's here where we can see some stark contrast between the Premier League and the Champions League. The Premier League is well known for its rough and tough nature. It's a league where physical strength and endurance are tested to their limits. Each match is a high-intensity clash where players battle it out, pushing their bodies to the brink. The physical demands of this league are immense, with players required to maintain top physical condition throughout a grueling season of numerous games. On the other hand, the Champions League, while still physically demanding, leans more towards a technical style of play. This prestigious competition brings together the best teams from around the globe, and often, matches are won on strategic mastery and technical prowess, rather than brute force. However, this is not to say that the Champions League lacks physicality. It's just that it's complemented by a strong emphasis on technique, making it a balanced blend of physical and technical football. The Premier League's physicality, combined with its number of games, makes it a tough challenge for any team. This intense physicality, coupled with the league's demanding schedule, truly tests a team's mettle, making every victory hard-earned and every point precious. Having compared the quality of teams, the number of games, and the physicality, we reach a conclusion. The Premier League, with its relentless schedule and rough physical play, demands an exceptional level of endurance and resilience from its teams. Yes, the Champions League showcases the finest teams globally, but let's not forget, to even qualify, teams must first excel in their national leagues. So, while the Champions League hosts the best teams in the world, the Premier League, with its rough play and grueling schedule, stands as the harder league.